There are leaks all over my house right now, and every time it rains, it leaks, just like a teenage
Dustin Daly and other creators are calling this whole story Traumageddon, which seems fitting, but I'm just gonna call it adult YouTubers who have no direct interaction with minor fans.
I've been watching you for years and years.
Thank you for being such an amazing role model.
You don't know how big of an impact that you have on all of our lives.
Remember the Miranda Sings days? When Colleen Ballinger made some of us laugh with her overdrawn lipstick character and the narcissistic lines.
Sounds easy to me.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into much detail about Colleen Ballinger's background and rise to fame. This topic is all over the internet, and I'm sure you already know her story. You're here because of the old and new allegations exposing her as a shitty person, and I'm gonna give you exactly that. I will not. So yeah, there have been quite a few controversies connected to her name popping up recently that really makes you question her morals and interactions with underage fans. And since there's a lot to discuss, I decided to make two different videos. One about Colleen Ballinger's questionable behavior, which is this video, and one about the whole Adam and Cody Tyler situation, because that's a hairy one and it needs a lot more nuanced analysis. Thank you to those of you who suggested a video on the Colleen Ballinger drama. It was a good way to pass my recovery time. Even though I'm still kind of sick and my voice is disappearing, this topic is very important and I didn't want to wait any longer to record. So bear with me as I may sound like a 60-year-old smoker from time to time.
I need to get on WebMD and see why I have this cough, but I can't!
So today I want to show you all the ways Colleen Ballinger behaved questionably with her fans and why she shouldn't be a role model to minors, shouldn't interact with minors.
Stop talking to minors.
But before I get into all of that, I would really appreciate if you could do me a favor and get yourself comfortable, okay? Go grab a drink or a snack. Bring your pet close to you. Be nice and cozy wherever you are, because this video might be a long one, since there are many bad things to cover.
And I love it when you guys watch until the end.
It means a lot. And I just want to clarify that throughout this video, I will not focus so much on the specifics of what Colleen did to Adam, because I don't want the focus to be on his trauma. I want the focus to be on Colleen's behavior itself. Okay, let's start this shit show. Trauma dumping. Starting off with the somewhat lighter stuff. According to the people sharing their experiences as part of the fan group chat called Colleen's Winnies, as Colleen and YouTuber Joshua Evans were going through a divorce, she openly shared details of the divorce in that group chat, which had mostly minors at the time.
I was literally a 13-year-old talking to like a 30-year-old woman about her divorce.
My parents were really happy to see the fact that someone like Colleen Ballinger was so dedicated to talking to all of her fans. This slowly turned into me getting private details about her divorce and what was happening with the relationship with her ex-husband.
We were kind of all talking and one of our friends in the group chat was like, oh my god guys, I just like started cussing, it's so fun. And then like the next message was Colleen being like ranting about her abusive husband.
14-year-olds don't need to get trauma dumped on by their idols. Okay, they have enough problems to deal with on their own. They don't need to help you, an adult, to digest yours. There's therapy for that, which I'm sure she could have afforded back then. There were adult friends that she could have talked to, but underage fans? Yeah, that's off. Used her fans to collect information. Now, Colleen was known to have her favorites. Adam was one of them. And if trauma dumping on group chats with minors wasn't enough, Colleen abused Adam's love for her as a fan to get him to find gossip and info about her ex during the divorce.
Our relationship slowly turned into me always being asked to go find drama for her, whether it was about Josh, ex-friends, or fans.
Now, who the asked that from a child? I am aware it's normal for people to ask others for information on their exes, but an underage fan, again, knowingly, they would never say no to you because they love you. That level of manipulation and abuse, yeah, questionable morals. Sent lingerie to a fan. So back in 2016, when Colleen was doing a live stream with her friend Corey, in which they were loving the Twitter fandom account Adam was running, she was unboxing a few clothing items that she bought and she wanted to do a giveaway. And among those items were a bra and an underwear that you can see here. Corey was wearing it and modeling it or whatever the fuck he's doing here.
Oh my god, that makes me laugh. I want to send him something.
Now, as you heard, she offered Adam, right, if he wanted the bra. And in her apology 3 years ago, she said that Adam was begging for it, right? But she forgot to mention that she offered it first.
I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
And she did it. She actually sent a minor fan lingerie.
I should have realized and recognized how dumb that was and never sent it to him, no matter how much he asked.
As an older adult and as a mother, she realized that this was stupid, it was inappropriate. But again, she was already an adult when she did that. And as an adult who understands that your fans idolize you, how come you didn't see a problem with that? Even if the fans were adults as well. It's crossing the line, and even more so because he was a minor at the time.
James Charles came out and defended Colleen and called everything lies.
Listen, what the f does James Charles know? Honestly, he's the last person anyone should listen to when it comes to interacting with minors. Talking about with minors.
There are leaks all over my house right now. Brand new house, by the way. And every time it rains, it leaks. Just like a teenage girl's vagina. I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
Don't do it.
It leaks so much like a little girl's creases when she watches. What the fuck?
Miranda? What were you doing with him?
I was just playing a game.
It looked like you were doing something naughty.
I was playing a game.
What was the game called?
Fun times with friends.
Now, to make the inappropriateness worse, it seems that it was common for Colleen to talk about explicit topics with her minor fans. I keep saying minor fans, that sounds weird. With her underage fans. They were not minor in terms of, you know. You got the point. So in that same fandom group chat where she was interacting with those underage fans, there were quite a few disturbing messages exchanged over there.
Here's one. Are you a virgin? This is Colleen in a group chat with children. They're called the weenies. She's also asking, what's your favorite position?
Now, okay, let's not be naive and think that teenagers don't talk about sex. Right? They do. But it's very different when an adult talks to a teenager about sex. And again, the fact that she didn't see that as a problem, it's very questionable to me. Like, asking minors to send pictures of their body definitely falls under inappropriate behavior and should raise a lot of red flags on the fans and the parents, you know, mind radar, whatever this is. If Colleen was a man in a group chat with a bunch of minors talking about sex and asking for pics, I'm pretty sure Chris Hansen would be knocking at her door. I'm just saying, okay? Those conversations should never have happened, and she's yet to face the consequences for that. Questionable interactions with fans during her shows. And as a third inappropriateness strike, she had several questionable interactions with her underage fans during her shows that no matter in which year those happened, I don't think in any period of our society those would have been okay.
Would you like to go on a date with me right now on stage? I would absolutely love to. I love you, like... I have loved this woman forever. I did everything I could to get to this show. So the best place to go when you're at camp to go on a date is deep and dark into the woods where no one can see you or hear you. I'm already here. We already did it. Now listen up. There are lots of bears in the woods who will eat your snacks, so you have to learn how to hide them. So I'm going to teach you how. So stay right there, James, okay? We've got some cheese balls here, and we have to hide them from the bears, okay? To hide our snack from the bears, we have to hide it in our clothes. So for example... There we go. So now, watch this. We're on the date, James. It's really romantic. Oh, we're getting close and personal. Oh, but I'm so hungry, James. Hold on, I got a snack. Do you want a cheese ball? I'd love one. I can't believe I'm reaching in there right now. That was delicious. Not too much, but it was enjoyable for my mouth.
Going on a date with a kid in the woods so nobody could see them, and then placing the snacks in a carefully considered place. Who wrote that shit? Now you see, these kids are going with it, seemingly having fun, interacting with their idol, but I am 100% sure when they get older and see this, they're definitely not gonna feel good about it. Because look at this.
She brings like girls on the stage to talk about how they're pregnant, and then Miranda's uncle, which is her, says like a few comments, which are really, really fucking strange.
I see. Oh, I'm so pregnant. Oh, how are you doing, dear sister-in-law? I'm so excited for you to give birth to this baby. I love little girls.
It's not the best look, is it? You're playing your uncle and you're going on stage to say that you like little girls while you brought one of your viewers on stage. Like, what was the thought process behind this?
Shows like this should not have been written for an underage audience. So I'm hoping that the more people talk about this, like, hopefully we can create a change so interactions like that, like those, never happen again. Unpaid child labor. Now let's circle back to a few things that Adam mentioned in his exposing video from 3 years ago. Adam gave Colleen many content ideas throughout the years, and at some point she even asked him to be her social media intern and run her Twitter account and interact with her fans on her behalf. Now the problem is, she never compensated him for any of it.
Right now, I'm considering you my social media intern, but if things go well, we can talk about me hiring you part-time for an hourly rate. I don't like using your creativity and insight for free, so just know I'm not planning on taking advantage of your help. I'm planning on making it more official if it works out that way. How does that sound, Queen?
Only after an extended period exploiting this fan for content ideas, she finally said that she didn't feel comfortable with it and wished to pay. Aw, isn't that noble? Listen, getting content suggestions is fine, right? people do all the time with YouTubers. But abusing your fans' love for you to get them to give you whole-ass concepts for free, that's low. When I wrote the script, I wanted to include how she didn't care about Adam's feelings during the whole queer-baiting tweet issue that happened. But I'm gonna leave that to discuss in detail on my next upload because, you know, it's pertinent to that story with the whole Cody Tyler thing. So yeah, we're skipping that. Not because it's not important, it is, but because, you know, I'm gonna cover it on a separate video. Listen, it's heartbreaking to see how she manipulated and mistreated her fans. But it's important to talk about these issues, right? So those of you who managed to find the courage to come out and, you know, expose her and everything that you've been through, you're so brave. Obviously, this is not to throw shade at those that cannot or won't, you know, come out. Everyone should do what they think is right for them. But yeah, I think it's important if you have a story to share that can help other kids not go through the same, right? Not support this person, I think you should. Even anonymously. Talk to channels like mine, you know, or bigger creators who have a, you know, bigger voice and a bigger reach, because she needs to address this, okay? She needs to pay for all this shit. So if all of these examples I gave you weren't enough for you to conclude that Colleen Ballinger shouldn't be a role model to minors and should definitely stop interacting with her underage fans, then I think you need some help. Look, as a mother, okay, hearing about all the psychological abuse and mistreatment that Adam and other fans went through at the hands of Colleen and her team, it's heartbreaking. And it kind of makes me panic a little bit as to how I can keep my child safe nowadays. Yeah. Anyway, I think these clips paint a pretty clear picture of how Colleen Ballinger has been behaving dubiously for many years. She's inappropriate with her fans, abuses her parasocial relationships with them, and I don't think it should continue. Her fans need to wake up, and the parents of her fans need to show some hesitation, you know, before allowing their kids to interact with Colleen after hearing all of this. Because kids might not take any of this serious, but the adults should. Please go show some love to all the fans speaking up about their experiences with Colleen Ballinger. I'm gonna link their channels in the description box below. You know what to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you can, you know, be notified when my next upload comes out. And I'll see you in the next one. This one over here. Or this one. I don't know. Whichever you like. Alright, bye.